Pakistan versus Sri Lanka. Day 5 live from Sharjah. The NIB Bank presents Cool and Cool Cup 2013-14. Sri Lanka winning the toss. 428 for 9. 290s. Matthews getting himself out for 91 for the second time this series. And Dilruwan Pereira 95 on debut. Mohammad Talha, the standout, 3 for 99. And of course the workhorse, Junaid Khan, 3 for 81. Pakistan replied with a very positive attitude. Shahzad, maiden test 100, 147. Iranga, 4 for 60 was the standout. Though Ranganahera did pick up 5 wickets. It was the waiting game played by him. Sri Lanka very slow in the second innings, making sure that there are no hiccups, ending on 133 for 5. A lead of 220 runs. Slip, leg slip. And the short leg. Said Ajmal will start proceedings, and it's very loud out here because some school children have made their way out here. And they're really revving it up. There they go. And they got the winners at the back of their mind. Winners at this stage. Sri Lanka lead 1-0. And they're chanting Sri Lanka. But good to have them in here. Always nice to see children around having a good time. And quite a few of them too. Probably about 100 of them at least.
There are a lot of Sri Lankans, a lot of Pakistani living in this region, and that really you can see in the kids. You know, there's a mixed bag. There are a lot of Sri Lankan kids, there are a lot of Pakistani kids. It's good to see them coming and supporting, and hope we'll have a result in this game. I want to see a winner.
Nicely played. First runs of the morning. Prasanna Jayawardena won't get 4. Because some good fielding by Ahmed Shahzad just keeps it down to 2. But again, the slowness of the pitch, it wasn't all that short. But the batsmen are able to get on that back foot quick.
Yeah, timed it very nicely. He didn't look to hit it too hard. He wasn't really looking for the boundary. This outfield still very slow.
And that has also contributed to the run rate being low too. But we can't deny the fact that it could have been up a little bit more though. Three runs off the first over, it's 136 for 5.
Mohammad Talha will be starting the proceeding from the pavilion end. He bowled quite nicely in this game. He's been introduced for the first time in this series. Missed the first 2 test match. Made a good comeback. That's very good bowling. 16 overs, 2 for 36 on this surface. I think it's a job well done.
He's missed out. That's generally bread and butter stuff on the pads. Alright, let's play this game between you and me. How much you want to chase, Waqar?
That's enough. 223.
Okay.
Declare it right now. Look, I think Pakistan will be looking at 260. I don't think Pakistan beyond that will be in the reach, because this wicket with so many wear and tear, because anything 4 and over Pakistan will be looking to chase. So if the Sri Lankans give say 60 overs.
Should I say we have an issue with audio?
Pakistan around about 250, 260 the max. Because above 4 and over it's going to be really tough.
Yeah, nicely played. But a little too leg side-ish.
He's a little stiff, Mohammad Talha, and rightly so. It's going to take him a couple of deliveries to warm up. The new ball is due in 7 overs after this one. I don't think Pakistan will be thinking of taking a new ball at this moment. They'll probably be looking to get a couple of wickets, and then maybe if it comes to that they need to quick wickets, then they might look for a new ball. But for now, I think they'll stick with this old ball.
That's pretty straight. But then again, he's got it moving or curving towards the onside. Now Matthews also bats on off stump in an effort to get outside the line.
Yunus Khan's arms are still up. He went further across, Angelo Matthews, and they've taken the review. They need this wicket. Early wicket will be something very special for Pakistan. Ooh, he's got some part behind that line. I think it'll be okay. I think that's fine.
So point of impact, that's what the third umpire will be looking at. So he's happy with it. That's why he's moved on. And that's missing leg. But since Angelo Matthews starts on off stump, it looked very straight. So that has to hit flush on the stump, and that's going to be clipping. So Pakistan lose their review. Not that it's going to matter. They don't have any more, but it'll be reset at the 80th over and they'll have 2 back. But first reaction for me was as well, you got to take that and have a look.
Well, the luck has not really favored Pakistan when it comes to those reviews, because there are a lot of decisions been given not out, and they were on-field calls. Earlier it was Saeed Ajmal who have struck the Sri Lankan batsman on their pad several occasions, and could have been given out, but umpires decided to go against it. Once again, very similar situation. This ball was clipping the left stump. If this would have been given out, it would have stayed out. But no luck for Pakistan.
Much better line. Now the rules are the same for both teams, Waqar. And in the books of the umpires, these decisions are correct, are not wrong. But I do agree with you. The 50-50 call, if we really think about it, has probably gone Sri Lanka's way.
No, I'm not complaining. All I'm saying is, it can go in your favor. I mean, just imagine this would have been given out.
Yes.
It would have stayed out. Like Asad Shafiq's dismissal. It was given out. It was on-field call, and it stayed out.
So you could have argued that the benefit of the doubt should have gone to the to the batsman. In this instance, it did. But in Asad Shafiq, and I'm trying to think at the top of my head, there was another decision also when Pakistan were batting, where it was given out and it was clipping.
It's S. Ravi who has not given outs mainly. If you compare the two umpires, he's been very conservative, thinking that the ball's going to miss the stumps. I'm not challenging the law, but overall I'm just saying the luck didn't favor Pakistan.
Rubber the green.
Yeah.
The 50-51 has gone against Pakistan. But these gentlemen, basically, how the decisions are judged, they have had a pretty good game in that sense. It's 138 for 5. Oh, gets it through. Prasanna Jayawardena He doesn't hold back. He gets 4.
Yeah, that's good to see Prasanna Jayawardene being a bit more positive. I think the intentions are very clear that Angelo Matthews is going to stick around. Prasanna Jayawardene will take on the bowlers. He's going to push those fielders back. That's the idea, I feel. And that slog sweep was not too far away from Misbah-ul Haq, who's at mid wicket, but struck it with a lot of power. It was gone before Misbah even reacted to it.
Jaya gets it away again. 4 more. He's always a busy player, Prasanna Jayawardene. And this is good to see. A lot of excitement with Prasanna Jayawardene not afraid to free his arms.
I don't think Pakistan were thinking this way. They were thinking that the Sri Lankans will come very negative once again. They'll probably look to defend. They'll look to kill the game. But very different approach from Prasanna Jayawardene. That's nice. That's good cricket, good positive cricket from Prasanna Jayawardene.
Short leg in place. There's also a deep square leg. Slow pitch, Waka. Not a lot of bounce. It's only Mohammad Tala who has actually been able to rush the batsman a bit. But why it's not exciting the spinners is there is a certain amount of rough, but not exactly where they want it. Yes, outside the left-handers off stump where Abdul Rahman was bowling to Sangakkara. But on the other side of the pitch, the rough that Junaid Khan basically has created is too close to the bat. And his next step has dug up a hole too wide. So it's actually that area in between those two rough areas that would actually excite an Ajmal or even a Rangana Herath. Beautifully played. Prasanna Jayawardene at his best. And he was able to play that because Tala has a little bit of extra pace.
Not seen many better shots than this in this game. Beautiful timing, right behind the ball. Bat coming nice and straight. Didn't close the bat. Normally, we saw players looking to play mid-wicket. That's the way to go. Full face of the bat. Smashed it right from the middle of the bat, and it's gone very, very quickly to the boundary.
Strike rate of 100 for Prasanna Jayawardene. And now this intent is surprising. Just watching Sri Lanka bat yesterday, we didn't expect this. Now this can catch Pakistan by surprise. They're suddenly seeing Sri Lanka showing a different attitude, and they have to now react mentally.
It was very important for Sri Lankans to come out positive, because if they're looking to win this game, and then they can draw it if it comes to a situation where they have to really put the shutters down or close the game. But if you look to close the game from the very beginning, you might lose. So that's a very positive sign from the Sri Lankans.
Bottom edge. Threw the shot a lot too early. Far too early, Prasanna Jayawardene. But it's been good to watch him. This is this morning. Using his weight well. The slog sweep. Through third man. And the best of it. So all the runs basically from the bat of Prasanna Jayawardene. And the batsmen complementing each other. That's the way to go, without both throwing their bats. One holding it together. And one paying attention to that run rate. 154 for 5. It's not been pretty. But basically he's been doing what's required. Again, nicely played. Prasanna Jayawardene opening the face of the bat. Now that was intentional and good play.
Well, I'm more concerned about the bounce. Russell, watch that bounce. It just off the surface, off the playing surface, not off the rough. And fair enough, beautiful shot, guided very nicely, picked the gap nicely. See this? That's the bounce you're looking for, a spinner. That's a worrying sign for Pakistan.
$159 for 5. Gets it through Prasanna Jayawardena. Into the 30s he goes. And the Sri Lankan lead to 250.
Leaned into the stroke. Fair enough, it was a full delivery. It was there to be punished. But to put it away on this surface is a good doing. Moved away from Ahmed Shahzad, who did dive, but he was a little bit too far away from him.
Changing the com box, Chishti Mujahid and Ramiz Raja.
Thank you very much, Russell. And Viqar, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Ramiz. And there's just been a complaint registered about you, that you were sitting exactly where Russell was yesterday, and everyone complained about him. But you have a very good rapport with the players, I'm told. So nobody complained. And you texted away, if that is the word I want to use, until we called you here.
No, but Chishti, I was just being sensible. I just sat there in the chair and did not move, whereas Russell Arnold was reversing like an old ball. Up and down, a little wide outside the off stump.
That's exactly what I told him. I said, Ramiz is stationary and sitting.
It has been a good session for Sri Lanka, and Pakistan obviously are on the back foot. The lead by 251. They hold the advantage here.
What do you think is their plan? Do they have a target in mind and then to give some target to Pakistan, or is it that they'll shut this game and go for a 1-0 series win? Abdur Rahman again.
I think they'd be quite happy to bat Pakistan out of the contest on day 5. But I could have taken a little more attractive approach, because the idea is right from Sri Lanka. Why give Pakistan even a sniff when you're in a position to walk away with a series win? Oh, that's good ball. It spun away sharply. But the whole thing could have been tackled a bit better, in a more subtle manner. I think Sri Lankans just put the shutters down a little too early for my liking in this test match. They went negative from almost day 2.
That's cut away. Square cut. Wide of the deep gully fielder down to the boundary, 4 runs. That was given outside the off stump. Abdur Rahman scratching his head. 78 bowled, 168 for 5.
Ala Hafiz. It's a late reaction from the batsman, but a good shot. He gets away with a boundary. 50 partnership between Matthews and Prasanna Jayawardena. And it's Prasanna who's taken charge of this partnership. He's going at a strike rate of 76.5. 39 now.
It's a delectable late cut by Prasanna. He waited as the ball drifted away, and then he cut it very neatly, very elegantly down to the third man boundary, past the slip, Yunus Khan. There it is. Well controlled, beautifully executed. Now comes the second slip. You bolt the stable door when the horse is bolted.
Abdur Rahman wants that to be given. It hit the body, missed the pads. And Prasanna will come back to take the strike again. 2 leg byes given by the umpire. The impact was 50-50 also. It wasn't a done thing. It wasn't 100% call. And I think even Misbah and Abdur Rahman probably knew in their hearts that it wasn't going to impress the umpire, because the ball missed the pads and the impact appeared to be outside the stumps also. Wider of the crease, so that angle will always go in favor of the striker. Hit him on the body and the torso. It's 179 for 5. So leg before shout. Impact would have remained with the on-field. In fact, the impact was outside the stumps, missing the stumps by a long way. So the original decision was not out, and it was a not out given by the umpire. So good call. Pakistan, obviously, if you compare Pakistan's series batting, it's no match to what Sri Lankans have achieved. Especially the late middle order, or the tail as it is called, hardly any contributions at all. Saeed Ajmal average of 9, Abdur Rahman 2, Mohammad Talha 2, Junaid Khan has been around for such a long time. He should have improved and done better than that. He's got this issue of overstepping the line every now and then, Talha. Just 25 years of age and already making a comeback. 19 overs, 2 for 50s. Yeah, that last stride was a long one and clearly over the line.
Given that he's a tall boy, but there's no excuse for bowling no balls. And he's bowled 4 in this match, if my memory serves me right, in the total.
That's gone up in the air, beats the infield and will kiss the boundary. Yes, just about made it. Angelo Matthews slicing that one high in the air, earns a 4.
Matthews opening out, that ball outside the off stump, looking for punishment. Safely played the vacant extra cover position. Couple of steps forward. The Pakistanis in this series have bowled 7 no balls, Sri Lankans 3, and the main contributor has been Mohammad Talha. He's playing his only test match in this series.
Came down the track, making a little bit of room so that he can swing that ball over the infield. The bat just twisting a little bit in his gloves. That's why there was not enough power. He was looking for a bigger shot, possibly a 6. That barely made it to the fence. Bouncer, top edge, will do it nicely for Matthews. Talha has the pace to bowl that length and he's been pretty successful with it, but this time around a frustrating end to a good decision made by Talha. It's a new ball and Matthews was hurried into playing that one. Not in control, but good enough to get him a 4.
A resigned look on the faces of Misbah and Talha both. Matthews gets the boundary. Sri Lanka require, gone on to 189. The lead growing, 276.
Another bouncer, catch it is the call. Will this be taken? It is. It's Khurram Manzoor who's taken a good catch. It dropped one. In fact, it was Angelo Matthews who was missed by him at short cover. Angelo Matthews has been dismissed by a bouncer from Talha. Sri Lanka still would want to bat first, and our cricket is gone. And Matthews trying to deposit this into the fence. Was caught in the deep by Khurram Manzoor, who took a good, confident catch. Yeah, no issues on that occasion. Yunus Khan applauds the effort. Khurram Manzoor needed a little bit of lift after dropping Angelo Matthews early in the piece. He's gone, the Sri Lankan captain, for 31, 189 for 6.
And with me is Ranjit. Ranjit, good morning.
Very good morning to you, Wakam. Frustrating morning for Pakistan, I think, until that last wicket fell. Sri Lanka had scored 56 runs this morning in about an hour's play. So Pakistan's hopes of getting early Sri Lankan wickets have come to very little.
It's a good delivery. First delivery to a new batsman. It's always good when you're attacking the stumps. Played really well in the first inning, Dilruwan Pereira.
Dilruwan Pereira, very good first-class career, 5,320 runs with 28 50s. Of course, just averaging 24, which probably doesn't do justice to the man's ability.
End of the 84th over is 190 for 6. On the up a little bit, played it quite nicely. This might carry to the boundary. He's not hesitant, Dilruwan Pereira. He loves to go after the faster bowlers. We saw it in the first inning when he faced his first delivery at Test match level. Spanked it for 4, and once again he's done the same.
Yes, I get the feeling that he's a man with a lot of confidence and not much pressure on himself. He's played so much of first-class cricket, so that comes from that training ground, obviously. So this is really good for Sri Lanka. I think the intentions are fairly clear that Pereira too would be looking far more positive rather than just look to graft.
This is the first time I'm seeing Pakistan being a little bit on the back foot since morning. They come out with the plan of putting the fielders around the bat. Now they're getting a little worried because this lead is getting out of their reach. Look at that point fielder right on the boundary. He's got a square leg also on the fence. He's got a mixed field position. He's also got 2 slips because the new ball. But Sri Lanka definitely growing in confidence, growing in lead, of course.
To a great extent, I think Prasanna Jayawardene could take credit for the fact that Sri Lanka hurried their scoring rate this morning. This is Matthews' dismissal. Followed a previous short one which went top edge to the boundary. This time Khurram Manzoor hesitated a bit but managed to get under it and caught it well in the end.
Well, out of his 5 wickets, Mohammad Talha has picked up 3 wickets on a short delivery in the first inning. The 2 bouncers got him 2 wickets, and this time around it was Angelo Matthews. He does bowl that quick bouncer. He rushed at the batsman. Most of his wicket, watch that, 4 wickets have come with the shortest deliveries. 2 has really come with the bouncers.
Yes, we also saw that in most cases the batsmen really had been hurried. In fact, they were quite late on playing the short one. So that to a great extent I think accounts for the Sri Lankan batsmen being quite happy to leave the bouncer alone. Of course, Matthews, maybe in the hunt for quicker runs, sort of got drawn into it earlier on.
It's the first time I'm seeing Junaid a little bit lethargic. Struggled with the new ball, although he's very accurate. Looks to pick up early wickets, but this time around, I guess one got to sympathize him the way this series have gone. The He's bowled a lot of long spells. Those legs are getting a little tired. Another single of the last ball of the over. 5 off it is 195 for 6. 290. How many more Sri Lanka needs? It's 2 or 3 for 6 in this innings. 90 overs gone. 71 more left in this in the day. And I don't know. I'm not really sure when Sri Lanka will be declaring. Let's find out if Russell and Ramiz can tell you.
Oh, brilliantly done. Absolutely stunning effort. Azhar Ali has taken the most remarkable catch, probably of his career. At short leg, he reacted like lightning fast and plucked it out of thin air to dismiss the batsman. This wicket has got to be counted for this brilliant fielding effort. Now, this really was magnificently done.
Sanjoy, that will bring lots of smiles and will lift up the spirits of the Pakistanis. Straight off the edge, Dilruwan Pereira gone for 8. Sri Lanka 203 for 7.
Last man dismissed, courtesy, great piece of fielding at short leg by Azhar Ali. Pereira, the debutant, was out for 8. Rangana Herath is on pair. And he's gone off the first ball. It's a king pair. Well done, Rangana Herath. You've made your name in the record books, and Mazhar really will be excited about this dismiss. First ball, and it's Abdur Rahman who's forced that edge from Rangana Herath, and he's gone once again very early in the piece.
You won't feel good because it's against his pillow left armour. Opened the face of the bat and did see him go to the net and spend a lot of time this morning, Herath. Not to do that though. King pair for Herath. 203 for 8. Here's some excitement for you.
I think he's obviously been rushed into the act. Eranga. But he should have been ready for a turn in the middle, because Rangana Herath has been quite consistent when it comes to scoring ducks in the series. He's played 4 innings and 3 ducks.
First ball ducks, Rangana. He's not wasting anybody's time. That's the good thing about Rangana Herath.
But breaking news, at this point in time, Rahman is on a hat-trick. And if he gets one, he would richly deserve it. Here we go then. That's well blocked. Azhar Ali picked a brilliant catch at short leg that started the drama for Pakistan. This is how it happened. Brilliant catch at short leg, and then first ball dismissal. Rangana Herath was hoping against hope that that'll be missed by Yunus Khan, but he's such a good fielder. Have a look at him looking back anxiously to see what had happened.
He hasn't edged it. He's opened the face of the bat and he's done really well to get it that fine.
That ball has certainly started to bite and turn and bounce, and it usually happens when tail-enders are at the receiving end.
Azhar Ali's catch. That straight onto pad. Look at him go. Now this is in slow motion. Gets it at the edge of his fingers. But he deserves that. He keeps going for everything. It's 203 for 8.
It's a double wicket maiden. Sri Lanka ahead of Pakistan. They are 296 runs ahead. Prasanna Jayawardene nearing a 50 on 49. Mahela got a well-made 46. Nicely played. He's been given an easy passage. No one near the bat to stop him from that single or from rotating the strike. Slip and a short leg are two men close to the bat. There's a deep point which is fine for Ajmal's Dusra in case he gets it wrong. It allows a little bit of width. There he goes. But he'll not take a run, which is interesting because he was quite willing to expose Eranga to Abdur Rahman. Not willing to do that now that Saeed Ajmal is bowling.
Yeah, and he's on 49. He's got 550s and 400s to his name.
That's gone up in the air. I think he's taken a short leg and, well, he is dismissed at 49. Extra bit of bounce from Saeed Ajmal, and Paserna, just a ball before this one, refusing a run and paying a hefty price for it.
Not only would he have got to 50, but from his point of view, he would have been at the non-striker's end and able to carry the battle on. This time, easy peasy for Azhar Ali. But Ajmal, yep, some smiles. 209 for 9.
Last man is in for Sri Lanka. They're 209 for 9, and lunch can be delayed if wicket doesn't fall before 12 or at 12 until it's taken by Pakistan. It can be extended for half an hour. It's a sleeping dressing room.
He's still there because now we're into extra time and we should have been having lunch, and I expected Dav. It was slipped off for an early lunch.
There's a short cover in place, and he gets a run after 21 balls of sturdy, stout defense. I don't know whether that's required at this stage by Sri Lanka, but obviously they want to eat into overs. Full stop at point.
62 overs remain after this one, so if Sri Lanka get to 300 and let Pakistan bat 60, the required rate of 5, which probably on this slow track will be a tough ask.
He's covered the stumps. Will this be given by the umpire? Couple of reviews available to Pakistan. I don't know whether they'll go for it or not. Abdur Rahman wants it. Sarfraz Ahmed, the keeper, wasn't convinced. Now the impact appeared to be just a little outside the stumps, but it was a straighter ball. It wasn't a spinner or a spinning delivery from Abdur Rahman.
Yep, it's legal. And it just turns ever so slightly. It's an easy one. It's missed the bat, so now it'll depend on what Hawkeye says, and I think that's good enough for the umpire to have said not out. So he's basically got it right. No issues with that.
The end could be near. 210 for 9. Sri Lanka Saeed Ajmal around the wicket. And, looking for a big heave over mid-wicket. Not a good idea because he was going against the angle. Leg umpire has referred the case of the stumping to the third umpire. Decision pending. It's fine.
Yeah, third umpire needs to make sure that there's something behind the line. It appears so.
What is sad about this scenario, and I'm talking about how Sri Lanka have dragged this innings into meaningless displays. It's gone up in the air and taken by the man at point. It's Abdur Rahman who's taken a catch at point. Saeed Ajmal gets a wicket, is third, and finally the innings close. Yeah, the point I was trying to make is that you've got the heavyweights like Sangha and Mahela in the dressing room, and they've seen enough cricket, played enough cricket and led them into action so many years, and in their presence to have such a lame strategy obviously hurts you. Saeed Ajmal has picked up 3 and be pretty happy with the end result. Sri Lankans have been dismissed for 214, and so Pakistan would need 302 runs to win.
Last day of the series, Pakistan versus Sri Lanka, third test match here from Sharjah. This is how it stands at the moment. 428, 9 declared. That's how Sri Lanka did in the first inning. After winning the toss, Pakistan responded quite nicely. 341. They've got bowled out. Rangana Herat picking up his 5 wickets. Sri Lanka in the second innings, 214 all out. And Pakistan need 302 runs to win this game in 59 overs. Pakistani openers on their way out. And with me, Russell Arnold. Russell, how do you see this game?
Well, I think the first half hour is really crucial, because early inroads is what can keep Sri Lanka in it. Whereas Pakistan's concerned, I guess, try and be positive, but wickets in hand, reassess at tea. It's easy to say go after it, but if you lose early wickets, you are exposing yourself to pressure. But that's the ideal way of chasing. But since a lot has been said that Pakistan need to look to win this, showed intent in the first innings. You know, you never know. Someone might try to go hard at the top of the order and close that gap and put pressure on Sri Lanka. But you also got to remember, Bakar, if Sri Lanka start bowling those negative lines very early, Pakistan innings will go nowhere.
That's a big ask, 302 to get it in 59 overs. Pakistan will give it a go. They're already 1 down in this series. They will probably look to build a partnership to begin with. I don't think they're going to come really hard at the to the Sri Lankans to begin with.
Yeah, foundation crucial.
But they'll make sure they'll get somewhere 3 and over. They can't really afford to go anything under 3 and over. Maybe 3.5 and over for the first maybe 20 overs, and then reassess the things. But losing early wicket means you're playing in the Sri Lankans' hand. They might just feel that they can wrap this up quickly here. A little bit of swing.
Now Sri Lanka start with 2 slips a gully, and there is a deep point as well. Now how the mindset changes things. Now we were in a similar situation 2 years ago, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, here in Sharjah. Pakistan were 1-0 up. And the target that was given was 257 in 80 overs though. Because Sri Lanka trying to give themselves a chance to win it. And the chase? Where did Pakistan end up? 87 for 4 in 57 overs. But here, of course, the roles are reversed, and hence the target made more difficult because Sri Lanka are 1-0 up. And you expect Pakistan to give more of a go than closing shop like they did 2 years ago in chasing that total.
Good run. Quick single, mid-ons, little deep. They have to stay positive, these 2 Pakistani openers. And that's good running. The intent is very clear. They're going to push for singles. And if the ball is there in their zone, I'm sure they'll go after it.
We've had all 15 days cricket. in this test series. But in all three tests for Car came the first day, we thought we were going to have a few days off. When Pakistan bowled Sri Lanka out early, Sri Lanka did the same to Pakistan in Dubai. And also looking at the wicket here, it looked like it'll crumble.
Yeah, when you look back and see teams getting out cheaply in the very first innings, you feel that you might get a day off, or the game will finish in 4 days or 3.5 days also. But full credit to some of the batsmen, especially Angelo Matthews, Misbah ul Haq, Yunus, Mahela Jayawardene, all these guys, the experienced guys, they came to the party scoring big hundreds. Makes a huge difference.
And also having to cancel golf, how do you feel about that?
I know. He's pushing for 2, and I'm sure he'll get 2, but he'll probably look for 3 here. And Khurram Manzoor has made it with ease.
Now the last time all 15 days of cricket was seen when Pakistan were playing in one of their series was India versus Pakistan in 2007, when all 3 test matches went deep into the 5th day.
Yeah, we lost the series to India in Pakistan. That was in India, I beg your pardon. Positive start from Pakistan, 4 without loss. Shaminda Ranga will start from the pavilion end. Bowled quite nicely in the first inning, Russell.
And also through this series, his best series so far, he's picked up 11 wickets. A shining light when you consider Sri Lanka's pacing fast bowling stocks. Suranga Lakmal and Deranga. Something to work with. Still not the finished article, but very impressed with the discipline. And also the fact that he's kept going right through the series. Never easy to come back and produce those type of spells. Look, Pakistan have 59 overs to get it, Bakar, and it's only 302. And at the end of the day, here in Sharjah last month, on 2 occasions, Pakistan scored 322 and 327 in 50 overs versus Sri Lanka. So fair target in that terms.
Would you keep the fielders inside the circle? That's the question now. If you keep the fielders inside the circle and give me a power play of say 15 overs.
Well, I'm bowling with you at you with 1 ball.
That's for how long? That's the thing.
So we got the opportunity, at least in those games, that were two balls, so more opportunity for the bowlers early in the innings. So it evens out.
Okay, whatever you say, Russell. But I think one should congratulate these faster bowlers. An entire series, not only one fast bowler. Overall, all the fast bowlers. I think they've shown fitness. Flicked it over the top. That's a beautiful shot. He means business, Ahmed Shahzad.
Yeah, the confidence should be high. He batted brilliantly in the first innings, scored 147. And why not 2? On his pads. Make your intentions clear. Get Sri Lanka thinking about it.
Well, the confidence is no doubt very high, Ahmed Shahzad. Oh, another one. Very beautifully hit once again. This will go for 4. They're on the track. Early days, but they're on their way, the Pakistanis.
Yeah, he's continuing with that line that he was operating in the first innings. A little too straight though. But good to see Ahmed Shahzad. Bottom of the bat, but He's got enough. Deep square leg now. Kaushal Silva has been placed at deep square leg. This won't go for 4. But he'll still get 2. That scoreboard keeps moving, and that intent early, the momentum that Pakistan needed early has been achieved. Yeah, you were talking about the fast bowlers, and throughout the series we've seen improvement, not only in the fast bowlers, also the younger players, and we give a lot of credit to the coaches around the system. But then again, you also have to ask the support staff too. Well, we'll come back to that point. It's 14 for no loss.
Very positive from Ahmed Shahzad in the start of the innings. Run rate is very good. Can Pakistan carry on like this? Wickets in hand is going to be the key. 57 overs remaining. 2 slips in a gully.
Even better from Kuram. Looking busy, looking to get Shehzad on strike.
Staying busy is no problem, but don't be silly. Make sure you take runs which is there. Don't run and unnecessarily. Don't lose wicket.
But if you're taking chances, it comes with risk. And also the possibility of batsmen losing their wickets and looking silly.
Straight away the field is started spreading a little bit. Only 1 slip now. There are 5 fielders inside the circle on the offside. Khurram was very keen. A good throw could have really damaged Pakistan.
Yeah, but Shehzad was never interested. He was not running that first run hard. Yeah, just to finish up on the point I started in the last game, when positives do happen, we do talk about everyone around and who might have contributed. Now Sri Lanka did take a little too much time with the game going nowhere. They tried to score with the last few wickets. With the amount of experience, the legends around who have been contributing positively to the skills, you can't help but wonder what the input there was. Can't be only for good things. Even on the field, Jawad and Sangakkara, ex-captains, always helping Angelo Matthews. That's what we keep going about. But it's always better to have some intent to make that extra step. Yes, there were reasons in Sri Lanka trying to bat Pakistan out of it and take the series win. But I got to admit, it was not good watching.
Yeah, that's a beautiful stroke. Used his feet and smashed it through that cover. Russell, I have also been very disappointed seeing all this, because I have played with all these cricketers, all these guys, and they've been very positive in their playing time, especially Atapatus, Mahelas and Sangas. They're big names in cricket. I was hoping that they'll help Angelo Matthews and they'll look to make the game out of this. Fair enough, Pakistan is trying to push it for a win here, which is if you think about it, it's going to be hard. But at least they're trying. fair enough, you're one up in the series, but 5 days of cricket, you don't want to go in the game on a very first day before the toss thinking that draw is good enough. And that's what the thoughts of the Sri Lankan players, the entire team was.
Coming into the test match, Vakar will come back 20 for no loss.
This is the match which Pakistan won in 1978, a long time ago though, but Pakistan managed to win this game. Pakistan needed 164 to win this game on the final day. After tea, that was, on the final day of the test match. And Pakistan won by 8 wickets. Fair enough, the target was short. Only 26 overs were available. I can understand that, but here the target is big. Pakistan is pushing for it. They're being very positive so far in their first 3 overs. But this is what Pakistan have done in 1978. Javed Miandad getting 62. Imran getting 31.
I don't know how long this run chase will last, but Pakistan have began well. And I think they'll keep on taking a little bit of risk till a couple of wickets at least go down. It's a beautiful drive. This pitch is still looking very good for batting. It'll be interesting to see how the umpires also operate in such a scenario, because I'm sure at some stage, if this pair continues to flourish, that Sri Lanka will adopt negative tactics. And if they start bowling down the leg side for a consistent period of time, I'm sure umpires will closely look at that as negative tactics and may award Pakistan with few wides. So all to play for then, Ranjit.
Yes, I think this is the only way that Pakistan could go. They don't have choices, and they have to try and cover as much ground as possible in the initial overs, and both openers have in fact been exceedingly positive. Khurram, he's been attacking, and so has Shehzad. Khurram's played well round the wicket, and this pair also, I think, have a fair degree of confidence and have really shown or found no terrors in the Sri Lankan bowling so far.
Well, that's gone up in the air. This should be the first wicket for Sri Lanka. It's an easy catch at deep square leg, but risk had to be taken, and Ahmed Shehzad shouldn't be too worried about his dismissal, because it was a wicket that was sacrificed for the good of the team.
There was no question that they had to go after the bowling, and Shehzad was one of those players who really had the ability to do that. But it was really a matter of time. He's disappointed, but again, when you play in innings like that in the interest of your team, I think you have to be admired. So Pakistan will have to continue in this win, at least for some time. Shehzad goes for 21, Pakistan lose their first wicket for 35.
Warming up to the task literally is Azhar Ali at number 3. Good average over 2,000 test runs now for Azhar Ali. He'll have to pick up pace from the first ball. 35 for 1 in 6.3 overs. And there'll be pressure exerted by Sri Lanka on the newcomer, and that appeal was part of the strategy, even though he was in no danger of being out. But pressure tactics being used by Sri Lanka, and rightly so.
We really telescoped his intentions very early, just walking into the shot, and in fact head falling over, got caught up in a rather awkward position.
That's a lovely shot. What a way to get off the mark. Classical cut shot from Azhar Ali. Pakistan motoring along at a good pace. And let's see how Sri Lanka respond to this aggression.
That shot would give him a very good feel. It hit the middle of the bat, and just went in the direction where he was aiming at. Stood tall, hit it well. So this may be signs of things to come from this man. So Sri Lanka would be looking to apply the pressure. They'll have to maintain fielders in catching positions, because that's really where they'll be able to pick up wickets. Saving runs may be important, but the catches are more important.
Another good over for Pakistan. They collected 6 from it, 39 for 1. Rangana Herath is going to bowl his third over. This is a hard ball, so it'll come on to the bat, and so Pakistan need to make hay while the sun shines, literally. So got to make use of this hardness of the ball and score freely, score some big overs. Goes flat, is swept and swept well. Will he come back for the second? He slipped a little bit. Khurram Manzoor will make it with time to spare. So this is good cricket and good running.
Mansoor has been sweeping exceedingly well. You could see that he sweeps it on length and sort of hits it very well. That really has been one of his run-getting shots. A little hurry here, but they got home safely. So Sri Lankans in the deep will have to get their arms going, because they're going to have a lot of pressure put even on the running between wickets.
Down the track, an easy run to Khurram Manzoor. It was a good controlled shot. Ahmed Shahzad was looking to place this one beyond the ropes, but found the fielder. It went high in the air, didn't middle it properly, and it was taken in the deep by Karunaratne. Pakistan will have to take risks. It's as simple as that. Till what point they apply the shutters, only Misbah would know about the status of his batsmen and how they've planned this assault. But the start has been very impressive, because if you look to be aggressive, it removes a lot of cobwebs from you and clears a lot of ways for you.
So when you have the license to play your shots, particularly coming from the hierarchy of the team, that really gives you freedom to play the way you really know how to play and maybe use all your talents.
Nice shot. Call is for 2, but it's well done by Lakmal, who got to the ball very quickly. Sri Lanka really will have to field brightly.
What's encouraging is the fact that these players, they're so talented, plenty of skill, and the flair comes into play when they are given opportunities rather than just getting into a shell.
Yes, you can surprise yourself at times as a batsman, because such a situation will expand your hitting range and ask you to experiment and go into a different section or sector of your batting completely. Down the track, this is another positive shot from Azhar Ali. 5 from the over, 44 for 1 after 8. Pakistan needed a bit of energy and lift up front, and they've got that. 44 for 1 off just 8. A lot of open vacant area, and that is not advisable, because Pakistan need 5 and over from here till the end, and so you've got to make it a little bit more tough for them not to rotate the strike and take those easy singles.
Azhar Ali strikes as a player who's got a lot of talent in him, and see, I think as soon as you give him the opportunity, you could see all that coming out very, very nicely, and he could be dangerous from what I see of him straight away.
Sri Lanka need to bowl a few dots just to get the pressure back on Pakistan, and see how then Pakistan react to such a tight situation. Pressure will build up wickets, and Sri Lanka need wickets to stop Pakistan's intent.
is the ball is still new, and this is really where Pakistan would look to get away. They build up a run rate which they can afford to slow down when the ball softens up and the ball starts turning. See, it's massive chase because Pakistan's never got over 300 apart from once before in the fourth innings.
Angelo Matthews' temperament will be tested as a captain. He looks pretty settled at this stage, keeping I think one eye on the scoreboard, but obviously no signs of panic. Khurram Manzoor will come back for the second. It's a good slice from him that earns him 2. 21 from 25. It's a nice shot. Bowler providing just a little bit of width to Khurram Manzoor, who guided it away past the man at point for a couple of runs.
Also, to a great extent, I think the fact that the captain, Misbah-ul-Haq, has a lot of confidence in his own ability and the ability to try and shut things up if things don't go right throughout the innings. I think to a great extent has sort of allowed him to give this license to these players to really chase as much as possible earlier on. So losing a few wickets, I'm sure the Pakistanis wouldn't mind.
That's taken down the leg side and he's gone. He's walking himself. Got his glove and a very good catch by the keeper. He had to dive full length down the leg side, and Sri Lanka taste another success. It's Khurram Manzoor who was batting purposefully, who was gone caught behind of Lakmal for 21.
Very good delivery, targeted at the batsman. He had to play at it, but again you could see Asana Jayawardena's contribution. Sort of it was falling on him and got both hands going across very quickly and picking it up. So Suranga Lakmal, he picks up a wicket. Khurram Manzoor goes caught by Jayawardena, and Pakistan are 48 for 2.
Target is 302. Pakistan have lost a couple of wickets now. 48 for 2. Yunus Khan is out there. Class and pedigree on view. 89 matches and over 7,300 runs. Chance of a run out, direct hit. Azhar Ali would have been a goner. I think he was struggling. Dinesh Chandimal got to the ball very quickly. He's a very deceptive fielder, Chandimal. Doesn't look as quick as he actually is. Got a good bounce as well. Both hands firing it in. Azhar Ali would have made it. So, nevertheless, exciting stuff.
Yes, again, I think it so happens that in the longer game, in the test matches, you don't have so many direct hits, say, as much as you would have in the one-day game. And the run-outs with direct hits are rare. And they also come far in between.
Played it over the top with a fielder coming under it, and he misjudged it completely. And I don't think he'll fetch 4 for that also. Yunus Khan deliberately played that uppercut toward that third man, almost getting under it, Rangana Herath.
Reprieve. Rangana Herath once again in the news. This one was, I don't know how to describe it, sliced away, just dropping short, I think, of Rangana. Rangana got a golden duck earlier today, getting a golden pair in the match. And believe it or not, his 7th golden duck in his career, out of 14 ducks which he has scored, Rangana Herath.
For the last couple of overs, Pakistan looked to push on, and they were getting 5 and over, the odd over coming of 6 runs. I think that's what they need for the next good 15 overs. That's so key. I know they're gonna bowl negative, try to bowl in that dirty area on the onside.
Dirty area.
Yeah, that's dirty. Have a look. I mean, it's pretty dirty on the left of the batsman. Rough area. There you go. It's going to be very hard to score runs from there. But if they keep pushing and take the game in a situation where Pakistan might have to go 7 and over, maybe 8 and over for the last 15 overs, you never know. I didn't get that. He didn't get that. I'm not sure if that was a catch or not, but good try from the wicket-keeper.
Look at the commitment of Prasanna Jayawardene over there. The reverse sweep. That didn't get the bat at all, but Prasanna wouldn't take a chance. Good effort.
That's better. He totally changed his stance and played like a left-hander. Pakistan's got to take this sort of risks. Look at the change of the stance, and this job well done.
Big slog, and it beats the man at mid-wicket. It was Kumar Sangakkara who tried his hand at catching that one. Would have been a great catch because it was struck quite hard by Yunus Khan. But Sri Lanka need to take such magical moments in their grasp and make use of them.
Yeah, tough to say whether it was a dropped one because he's done extremely well. So you could even put it down as saved 3 Sangakkara on that occasion. Good run again. So we are in the 22nd over. So another 17 overs to get another 80 runs. That's around 4 runs an over. So you don't really need to rush it. With the way Sri Lanka are going about their business though, unless Pakistan throw it away, they come out slogging and keep finding the fielders. Don't see any other way they can get back into the game. They don't seem to be having that intent or urgency either. But if Pakistan are smart in the next hour or so, this game can really hot up towards the end.
I'm sure it will, because Sri Lankans have not really exploited day 5 pitch. There's nothing in it for the paces. It's a slow track, and unless you have pace like Talha, only then you can create a little bit of panic in the ranks. Otherwise, it's still a good batting track. And gone, taken. Yunus Khan is gone, picked by Sangakkara at mid-wicket. Yunus Khan let go a sigh of anguish because he could have done a lot with that length, but Sri Lankans have been landed a huge bonus. That ball could have been deposited anywhere on the leg side, and well, his effort comes to an end.
Yeah, trying to pick his spot. He was aiming the top of Sangakkara, but the change in pace from Angelo Matthews doing the job. Well, it's not hurt. Sangakkara's attempt couple of balls ago, this time straight in. And Matthews gets that breathing space once again. Yunus Khan gone for 29. Pakistan are 97 for 3.
Sarfraz Ahmed is the new man at the crease, so Pakistan making their intentions very clear. Standing out of his crease. Highest score 74 versus Sri Lanka in this series. And he gets going off the first ball of this innings. Off the mark, 98 for 3. Chance of a run out. Azhar Ali gets back into his crease. He looks busy at the crease, Sarfraz Ahmed. There's an initial yes, then a no. Chandimal was the fielder. It was a wayward throw.
Yeah, he got a peach in the first innings, Safraz, from Rangan Herath. That was also at a very crucial time.
There's that big shot. Good piece of cricket. Good piece of shot. Good piece of wood.
Yeah, he's been given the green light. It's just the last over before tea, but he's not holding back. Using his feet to create extra pace off Angelo Matthews. Just the one bounce. Top shot from Sarfraz. Yeah, I was talking about his dismissal in the first innings. It was the last over of the third day, so crucial time. He did receive a peach though. But even at that stage, Pakistan was showing a lot of intent. But whereas I thought they should have closed shop a few overs more to preserve wickets for the next day.
That's nicely placed. The keeper had come up because he was standing out of his crease, and so that is good thinking from Prasanna Jayawardena.
Thank you.
Less than 200 required now, 196 to be precise. And they'll have 35 overs after tea. He's got to do better than that, Azhar Ali. He's by nature not an attacking batsman, but he has got to change gear. 45 balls for his 28. He can relax for 2 balls and then maybe take his case further after tea. I'm sure Pakistan will get into a huddle and redevise the strategy. I'm sure instructions from Misbah will be ready to go hard and fight till the end. That's well done. It's well fielded by Sangakkara, making it tough for Azhar to rotate the strike. Pakistan have already got 5 runs in the over. So no need to panic. Just a ball before tea interval.
Yes, so it would pay just seeing it off rather than taking a risk for runs.
That's a good shot. He'll keep the strike after tea. And Pakistan would need a lot of luck. And they need wickets in hand also to get over the line. They need 195 to win this test match and square the series. And Sri Lanka clearly been hassled by Pakistan in that session.
Welcome back for the last session of the series. Pakistan need 195 to win this game in 35 overs. Pakistan have lost 3 wickets. They have faced 24 overs so far. Highlights of the first session, or should I say Pakistan's last session they played. Losing wicket of Ahmed Shahzad earlier. Hitting a couple of boundaries before he got out. Khurram Manzoor also came to the party. This is how he got out. He couldn't control the shot. Not very convincing, hitting the bottom of the bat and being caught at backward square leg. That's how Khurram went. Quick delivery, quick bouncer. Couldn't really get out of the way. Azhar Ali was almost run out. There was another chance created by a fast bowler. Harangana Herath was a third man. Yunus Khan pulled that one. That's how he planned his inning. And this is how he got out actually. Very similar to one earlier he played a shot. Sangakkara getting into the egg. This is back live.
Sweep coming here, boys.
Rangana Herat starting his over straight away from around the wicket and looking to ball in that rough area. And with me is Mr. Chishti Mujahid. How was your teaser?
I did partake of a plentiful sufficiency during tea. So it's very nice. Good catering here. It has been throughout the tour.
Good fielding.
The two teams must have had a good tea as well. Their last of the tour.
It's going to be really tough to keep scoring from that line. Of course, Sri Lanka won up in the series. They would not give anything to the Pakistanis. Almost. I don't know if the foot of Sarfraz Ahmed, the back foot was in the air for a little while. The on-field umpire is going to go upstairs. Has that foot moved or not? He's in the air for a little while. I think he's down. I think the foot has come down just a split second before Jayawardene taking that bails off. I think he's safe.
That's one of the advantages of ORS. Very quick decision from the third umpire. The foot came down before the bails were off.
Ball, Lanka.
2 of the over, 109 for 3.
200 runs have been scored today. And 8 wickets have gone down. So another 20-30 is what usually was the order of the day's play every day. In fact, the first day we only had 204 or 5. $190, sorry. I was just giving them extra 10. Just being nice about it. And also testing out whether Bhanu and Mazhar were awake after that heavy tea.
Nicely played through the cover. I think that will carry to the boundary. Fielder's coming around it, and he did a very, very good job dragging it back and stopped the single. Only 3 taken. Yeah, lunges into the stroke. Nice controlled. Sarfraz played very well in the last game where he scored 73. Looked a different player altogether what I've seen in the past. Much more confident. Looking to come forward. That should go for 4. Should go for 4. That's a beautiful drive. Loose delivery. Full toss. Deserved to be punished.
That was screeching for punishment. Summarily dismissed to the extra cover boundary. Lovely shot. Front foot. Full toss. Perfect positioning. Elegant execution. Perfect timing. Raced away.
Pakistan do need a couple of big overs to get back onto the track. They're falling behind a little bit. Well, Ranga's got three men on the boundary on the onside. Fine leg, square leg, and a wideish mid wicket. And he's got mid-on and mid wicket inside the circle. Actually, mid-on is also not really looking to save one. He's sort of sitting back and waiting for a miscue shot. Pakistan did manage to get 7 of the first 3 balls, and you know, when you're in this sort of situation, you need to make the most of it. When you got a boundary or a 3 in the first 2 balls, can't afford to waste or can't afford to play too many dot deliveries. Eight of the over, 117 for 3. Pakistan did really well in the first session, picking up 5 wickets and bringing themselves some sort of position where they can cause upset here. Sri Lanka did not give anything away to the Pakistanis. Pakistanis were hoping that Sri Lanka will declare this morning after playing few overs. That didn't happen.
See, Sri Lanka made their intentions quite clear right from the beginning, because when they resumed their innings in the first 15 overs, they scored 66 runs.
That was an excellent shot. Sarfaraz Ahmed moving away from his stumps, giving himself room, and even inviting Rangana Herath to bowl on his pads. Look at that. That's beautiful. That's very nicely improvised. Played quite comfortably at the end, out of the rough. Nice, very nice. It's very positive.
That's what Sarfaraz is all about when he's full swing. There it is. Pitched in the rough, and Sarfaraz moves away further. Very quick of feet, very well done.
I hate this sort of cricket, honestly. That's ridiculous. Can't believe it. Sri Lanka's approach. Six of the over. That's 1, 2, 3 for 3.
As I was saying in the last over, that in the first 15 overs, Sri Lanka scored 66. They went briskly to about 4.4. They lost only 1 wicket. But in the next 15 overs and 4 deliveries, before they were all out, 15 runs and 4 wickets at 0.97. So I don't think at any stage this young man on your screens, Angelo Matthews, had intentions of declaring the Sri Lankan innings. He just wanted to play on and coast along to safety.
And this is what upsets me the most, because he's a young captain and you expect the youngsters to make the move. Beautiful hit. Might not go for 4, but it was excellently played.
You just heard a former captain, who did not believe in drawing a match. Captain Pakistan in 17. Good shot there. He came out of his crease. Sarfaraz's intentions quite clear. Following instructions. Pakistan played 17 matches under Waqar Yunus. 17-1, 10-1. I wish there were 17-1. 10-1, 7 lost. No draw.
what you expect from a young captain is to be more enthusiastic, more energy, and you expect to take the decisions. And very disappointed actually. I thought the way he batted in the last couple of games, or the entire series, it was superb to watch. The approach was very negative from the word go. The way they bowled, the body language of the Sri Lankans. And some of these cricketers, so a couple of the guys in that team have played more than 100 test matches. And they're also willing to do that. I mean, it's just sometimes you feel that after playing so much cricket, the approach should be a little different. Well, we got a game on here, so I think we should concentrate what's ahead of us. Hopefully Pakistan will make the game of it, or we'll get the result. If Sri Lanka can pick up 7 wickets, it's only 7 good deliveries they need out of this 31.2 overs. Because Pakistan is looking to attack, there is a fair chance that the wickets will fall. Playing well, Sarfraz, being very positive. That's what it requires from Azhar Ali also. Run a ball. That's what you need to be. Might be a little high. He was coming down the track. End of the over, 128 for 3. Azhar Ali on 37 of 51 deliveries. Where did that go? That's gone for 4. That's beautifully struck. There are 2 men on the boundary looking to stop that. And Sarfraz Ahmed right between the 2.
It's a good shot. Very good start. If you take 4 runs in the first delivery, then you have the entire remaining over to score as many as you want. And Sarfaraz, I think, dealing well with Rangana Herat's tactics.
Definitely Rangana Herat will be under pressure in this over. He's got 5 deliveries left. Another boundary. That one through extra cover. A little bit more flight from Rangana Herat. Very beautifully played.
Sarfaraz's strike rate now 127.3. Just look where he's standing. Way outside the leg stump, and he's watching the ball from there and then playing it away onto the offside. That's it. Those are the tactics. Taking a stance well away from the leg stump.
They're getting a little worried, the Sri Lankans. Sangakkara is giving his views, his ideas. I think they're changing a little bit tactics. They're moving the fielders from onside to offside a little bit. Angelo Matthews brought himself on the offside, beg your pardon. That's 6. Is that gone for 6? Yes, it is 6. What an over for Pakistan so far.
14 so far from this over. What a turnaround. The run rate now going to almost 5 runs per over. Lovely shot. came dancing down the wicket. 1-2 steps, heaved it over deep mid wicket, high and wide, up and down for 6.
That's good cricket. Very positive cricket from Sarfraz. Very smart cricket from Sarfraz. Picking up a couple of boundaries and hitting a big hit for a 6 and then nudging for a single. 159 requires Pakistan.
The partnership now 46 and just 41 deliveries. Sarfaraz 35.
ठीक है सर
Azhar Ali has changed his stance. He's opened up a little bit. His front leg, of course, is way outside the leg stump. He's covering his stumps with the back foot. Best over of the test match. 15 of it is 143 for 3. Outside the line. Well outside the line for Manzoor. Although the ball was swinging back into the right hander. They've taken the review. But I'm pretty sure that that one struck him outside the line of the off stump. Little bit of desperation shown by the Sri Lankans. I don't think there is any bat in it. He went across and looking to play on the onside. Big thing will be, where did that struck him? Did it struck him inside or outside the line? On field call, and it's over 3 meters. So the story ends here. Even the ball carry on and gone on to hit the stumps. It cannot be given out.
6.5 runs and over. Oh, that's beautifully placed. They'll run away and hit the fence now. What a good innings it is turning out to be. Azhar Ali on 46 and he's played quite sensibly. Sarfraz is providing this innings with lift and impetus. Just a perfect combo for Pakistan. 63-run partnership from 63 balls.
Yeah, he's basically hit that twice. It's hit the bat, and while the bat's going round, hit it again, and that's helped him find the gap, and he deserves that luck. He's come out with great intent.
Oh, that's gone through. That's 4 byes. Angelo Matthews felt that it got the batsman all in a tangle. Well, he got him in a tangle, but inside edge, just saving the skin here. Sarfraz has got a boundary. Let's see how close this one was. Yeah, inside edge and missing the stumps by a hair margin.
Yeah, and also that inside edge took it away from Prasanna Jayawardena.
But to his credit, is shown form and good cricketing intelligence to be still out there. Target of 302 was always going to be difficult. It still can be difficult to get. That's his 50, and he brings it up with a classical square drive. That is well done by Azhar Ali. Very good innings. He was under pressure to maintain his position at number 3, and this really has been a charged up effort from number 3 Pakistani batsman. Came in place of Mohammad Hafiz and had to deliver today, and boy, he's played a very solid hand in that run chase effort from Pakistan. It's still continuing. 130 to win now. Another one bowled down the leg side. And idea is to keep Pakistan quiet, and they've been pretty successful so far, Sri Lanka, in this over. Just a single from this over.
And the onus has now fallen on the inexperienced fast bowlers of Sri Lanka, who have had a good series, bowled lots of overs right through, and come the end of the series, they're required, because Azhar Ali, well, he's been really good, doing exactly what Pakistan needed. Being the solid man at the top, being the anchor, but has played his role perfectly, getting Sarfaraz on strike to do the damage.
He'll pick up a run of the last ball of that over, and he'll keep the strike as well. 129 to win Pakistan, 173 for 3.
24 overs. Pakistan require 129 to win. Yes, the nerves are now in question. Sangakkara, Chandimal, Matthews, all coming together. And Pakistan scoring at 6 and over, and they've done it very easily. They've been smart, they've shown intent, but Sri Lanka have made their life so much easy.
I'm sure that the situation will prompt a change in Sri Lankan strategy. Now, the last over from Eranga, we saw a lot of short balls bowled by him. Bowls are good, Yorker. It's about now handling it as a one-day game. It's about handling it as a T20 contest.
Yeah, but that was a very good ball, but they got a single.
Yeah, when you're focused, when you're possessed with a mission to accomplish, I think you can create difficult angles into opportunities, and I think that is what happened on that occasion. Sarfaraz looks completely switched on to the task.
Yeah, just looking at the field, third man, there's a deep point. Now Azhar Ali on strike. There are few more fielders near the bat, only 2 fielders in the deep on the leg side.
Sarfaraz, well, he's trying his level best to get out here.
He needs the strike. He wants the strike. But bringing that extra fielder in here is now probably given Sri Lanka an opportunity of a wicket, and also put Sarfaraz in strike. He's done some damage to his groin probably when he was turning back.
That's way down the leg side. It's not a one-day game, so will not be given as a wide, but Azhar Ali's got to make something out of this line and length, this line of attack. That's not the first time he's missed out on an opportunity to score through the leg side. We were lamenting about how negative the Sri Lankan tactics have been, and what bad advertisement it has been for Test cricket. Nothing wrong now. This is great advertisement from Pakistan. How to play solid, aggressive Test match cricket. He's put it into the gap. This should go into the fence. This is lovely piece of timing and placement. Lakmal once again bowling on the pads, and this time Azhar Ali was up to it. Just a mere flick, a caress through square leg, and away she went. So 5 from the over, with a couple of deliveries to come.
Beautiful batting, using his timing well. And he's not playing outside his zone either. He's a good player. He's a conventional player, using his timing all the time. And even this situation, he's relying on his strength, letting Sarfaraz do the hard work.
That's a Yorker that's driven for a run. Long on will come into play, so a good over for Pakistan. 6 from the over. This partnership has taken Pakistan to a fighting position. 82-run partnership now from just 84 balls, and they've complemented each other quite intelligently. Some nice drives from Azhar Ali and great improvisation from Sarfaraz Ahmed. So they've been a solid combination for Pakistan, and because of their efforts, this massive 302 target is now becoming, or is now looking as reachable. That's hit over cover. Rangana Herath will get to the ball. 2 runs of the last ball. 8 from the over. It's 181 for 3. Such a fake to follow. I'm sure he'll be looking forward to taking Pakistan over the line if his turn comes. But Sri Lanka clearly surprised by this very aggressive batting performance by Pakistan. Chandimal, Angelo Matthews and Arenga in a huddle. This is getting now pretty serious for Sri Lanka. And possibly a little late as well. I think to change gear from being negative to positive can take a toll on you. Because I think the system will not accept it. The Sri Lankan system will just not accept such a shift.
And now, with just 121 runs required, it's very difficult to...
That's square driven. Silva gets to the ball, is lightning quick. The throw is in. 2 runs to Azhar Ali. Good batting. Wonderful cricket from Azhar and Sarfraz. Partnership now worth 86. Arenga was not that wide, but the width was created by Azhar Ali, who went away towards the leg side to create a little bit of width. Field shifts, and it's a constant change now. It's happening after every delivery. Angelo Matthews is clearly hassled by this combination, by this partnership. 119 to win. 86 from 86. The partnership. Run a ball effort. And what an effort. Pakistan playing great cricket under pressure. That's got to be a wide, and given as a wide. Ranga trying his hand at a bouncer. It was just too high and too wide. Yeah, needed an Irfan to really play that bouncer. A 7-footer would have struggled even to play it away. Such a high wide bouncer. So then 3 from the over. No is the call. Sarfraz will be tested again with that call, but he makes his ground in the end because Chandimal didn't throw at his end. It's good that he's keen to rotate the strike, Sarfraz. Not yet been warned by the umpire or by the bowler because he's out of his crease even before the ball is being delivered. What a massive turnaround. Pakistan were down and out. They had to make play, impose themselves on this game, and they've done that in this batting innings. Very good batting by Azhar Ali, just dropping the ball down away from the infield, and he's off for a run. Required rate is 5.2.
9.
Got to say, it's turned out to be a master stroke from Misbah to send in Sarfraz, because he's not disappointed his captain. 48 from 44. Strike rate of 109.1. It's a no ball, and Aranga is clearly disgruntled by the effort. There are 3 men waiting for the pull shot, and is bowling round the wicket. And the predictable line has to be short of good length. He was clearly over the line. Just bending his back because it's a dead pitch, and He's looking to bowl those bounces so that once one gets collected by the fielder in the deep. Taken by the keeper, it's given, is it not? No, not out is the call. I'm sure Sri Lanka will take a review. I don't know whether there was a little bit of glove, but there was certainly a part of body that was hit by that bouncer. Whether it was the rib cage or not, I'm not too sure.
Jayawardene did really well to get to it. And there's glove. Yeah, it looked so close to the gloves. And had to be gloves for it to fall short of Prasanna Jayawardene. He did really well to get up there. So another lifeline seems like. But umpire Bruce Oxenford will have to be really sure of it.
Yeah, I think he probably will be shown the red light. It's glove and then the chest.
It does flicker. Safras's sweater on the way. That would have taken more pace off the ball going to Prasanna Jayawardene. And Jayawardene. Good work from him. Diving forward is never easy. And Sri Lanka had one review up their sleeve and it's worked. Even Angelo Matthews had no hesitation in asking for it. But Pakistan are well on their way. Safras has done a wonderful job. 48 of 46 balls. He's turned the game around and brought Pakistan momentum. It's 186 for 4.
It's a bit of mispa time at the crease. 116 to win. Now he's created that opportunity himself, Misbah ul Haq, by being proactive, by being aggressive as a leader. His track record is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. He's been doing it for Pakistan for a long time now. Highest score of 161. A cameo is required from Misbah. We would want Azhar Ali to just continue batting the way he has. It's Misbah now has got to make pace.
But the field spread, still a deep point, the deep square leg now. With the new batsman, I think it's a moment that Sri Lanka need to try and seize. Go back to conventional bowling, try and hit the top of off stump. Because you never know, batsman has to play himself in. But he gets a sighter, he'll be on his way too.
Nerves getting the better of the newcomer Misbah ul Haq. Didn't know where the ball had gone, but Sarfraz has done a fair bit of damage to Sri Lanka with his breathtaking innings. He was picked up down the leg side by Prasanna Jayawardene, who's had a good game behind the stumps. In fact, he's been very tight in the series. That was his 17th victim, I think. That's a big wicket for Sri Lanka, because that partnership was looking extremely threatening for Sri Lanka.
Back-to-back wickets is crucial. Because even Azhar Ali, he's also playing the sheet anchor role. So Sri Lanka need to seize on this moment and not let this pair settle in. Ever so slightly off the glove and then on to his sweater.
Sees it off comfortably. 186 for 4.
Well, Ranjit, you were talking about the biggest chase, or you were talking about how this one-day cricket and or 2020 cricket have changed the style of the game. And watch this: South Africa chasing 450. Match was drawn at the end. Just 8 runs more required, and South Africa losing the wicket of Duplessis at a wrong time. Only the timing was wrong. That's why this match was drawn. Otherwise, South Africa was controlling. 136 overs were given to South Africa to chase that total. What a game that was! Excellent game.
Yes, South Africa were cruising. It's just that they lost wickets at the crucial times. And that's what Pakistan need to be careful about.
That's the gap Azhar Ali was looking for a while now. This might be 4. We're very, very close, very tight one. I have a feeling that when he stopped, when he got the hand on the ball, his body was touching the rope. It'll be very tight. He's done a fabulous job though. Has he pushed the ball back in? Has he done it or not? It'll be very difficult from this angle to tell. Well, that's okay. I think that's fine. And the other fielder coming and taking it away. That's 1 run saved. Job excellently done by the fielder.
Brings up the 200, guided it down to deep man on the boundary on the offside.
That's a beautiful shot. Didn't really get all of it. The bat sort of moved in his hand. That's why I couldn't be. What about this one? Look for one. Isn't that amazing? People just figured out, or people knew that this game is turning out to be a good one. They all just turned up. Look at this crowd, suddenly improved. They can sense something here.
It is indeed turning out to be a fine test match. Went through the motions on the first 4 days, and now it's sort of brilliantly set up for a fine finish.
He's looking for 2. Azhar Ali is not interested. Now he's looking for. That one went off the stumps and went a little bit away from Prasanna Jayawardene, and both the batsmen were very alert, and they just sneaked another single here. Every single run is crucial and important for both teams.
So now the required runs 99. There you are, hitting the stumps. And at times it's unfortunate for the fielder because been penalised for some good throwing. And this might be 4. Yes, it was well played indeed. He's a tall man and can control the short pitch delivery. Mispan played it very nicely. Just let it go on its way.
Sri Lanka need wickets. Otherwise, it's getting out of their hands. They have tried everything. They have tried their short balls. They have tried Rangana Herath. Dilruwan Pereira has not been tested yet, but Pakistan up for the task. Rolled his wrist quite nicely, Misbah ul Haq, on that.
This is a funny game. For the first 4 days, the rub of the green really didn't go Pakistan's way, but now it seems to be falling very much into place. See, Misbah coming at the right time in this innings. He's a calming influence.
Good single. Very good single. 12 off the over is 208 for 4.
Well, we have an hour's play remaining. The light still very good, but it does get quite dark come 5:10, 5:20. So that's like another 40 minutes from now. And yesterday's play was called off due to bad light. So the umpires took a reading at that stage. And they will go by that reading. The moment the light reaches that, they will not play further than that. So that's used as an indication for days to follow. But at this stage, no issues. Pakistan in control, you'd better believe it.
I think if this pair is still out there, for the next 7 to 8 overs, Russell. I don't think Pakistan will stretch it to 15 overs. I think this game will be over before the 15th over.
Finally, he's going over the wicket and brought in a slip. Rangan Herath should have been done quite a while ago. Or probably should have started with that manner. He's been bowling into the rough all the while without any catches. And the batsmen have been able to pick their spot with ease.
If this backfires for Sri Lanka, Herath would have contributed to its destruction. 14 overs, none for 73. He's been quite keen to go negative and just look at that rough area outside the leg stump. And what it has done, it has allowed Pakistan a great breathing period. Here's the reverse from Misbah and he gets a boundary. This is wonderfully played by Misbah. The charge is on straight away after the drinks break. We are into the last part of this historic run chase. 74 required now.
And now it's going to be very tough for Rangan Herath to flight or even try and buy a wicket. Straight away round the wicket. This is just a good shot. There's not much you can do about it. But with more runs in the bag, that's when you need to tease batsmen and try and buy the wicket. During the drinks break, Ruan Kalpage and Chaminda Vas, who's the bowling coach, had a chat to Rangan Herath by the boundary line, trying to bring in different plans. But we're back to square one.
That plan is aborted very quickly after that first boundary. He's back to normal. Over the wicket. But doesn't connect it this time. And back tactics from Sri Lanka, we've been harping on how negative they've been. 65, almost 66% of the runs from Pakistan have come in 1s, 2s and 3s. Plays the reverse flick again. And so because of kind of field positions that we've seen from Sri Lanka in this innings, it hasn't had any effect on Pakistan because they've been given vacant spaces to maneuver the ball into the gaps and pick those 1s and 2s regularly.
Thereby, no pressure at all.
Azhar Ali who pads that one away for a run. So Pakistan off to a very good start. 6 runs from the over. Still 2 balls to come, and Sri Lanka at 6s and 7s. They just do not have a plan.
And now the other problem, Ramiz, is with just 72 runs away, every other Pakistani batsman becomes dangerous, becomes into the game. It's just only a quick 10 or 15 they need to make.
He won't miss it. Misbah-ul-Haq is so good at this shot. It's called bread and butter shot, and if you are a Lahori or a Pakistani or even an Indian, it'll be a halwa puri shot.
Runs all round the wicket and with ease. Even a good ball bowled conceded those singles, and that's what Pakistan have used well. They've not only relied on the big shot, they've worked the gaps really well to put pressure.
124 singles. Angelo Matthews is trying to reset the field. He's got himself in the slips. I'm sure he'll go a little wider to block that reverse flick. And Rangana Herath is coming from around the wicket. So it's a complete makeover. It's a complete changeover. A switch over from Sri Lanka, taking their own sweet time. And I'm sure umpire will have a close eye on the watch as well. Azhar Ali, what has he got in store now? Will he change his tactics as well? It's a dead delivery. It's a dot. 231 for 4. So 66 to win for Pakistan. They've been involved in a great run chase here. Partnership of 50 between Azhar and Misbah of just 56 balls. Misbah's presence will provide a lot of comfort to Pakistan dressing room and also to Azhar Ali. It's good to have captain out there in such a crisis situation, history-making situation. Rangana Herath is keen, I don't know why, to just bowl that line and channel. He's gone for 80 in 15.1. We're talking about a spinner on day 5, and those analyses are pretty ordinary for a spinner who's been so good. That's gone fine and will be a fierce chase. Silva misses the ball. That's the pressure we're talking about. If Silva can miss that, then anyone can. And Angelo Matthews is absolutely a lost soul out there. Misbah has produced a beauty.
This is his favorite shot. On more occasions than not, even in the first ball that he faces, he uses to get off the mark. With no fielders in that area, it's just opened up for him. 54 partnership now of just 58 balls between Misbah and Azhar Ali.
Going down the leg side, umpire doesn't give that out. Possibly there was an inside edge as well. Misbah a touch lazy. And Sri Lanka holding on to their emotions, not going for a review.
Yeah, they've lost one, but one review was successful. They got Safras after using that review. Tailing back into the right-hander. Yeah, missing leg easily. Now, Sri Lanka did play conservative cricket to a certain extent within themselves in the first two test matches. Saved one, got ahead in the other. But when it was required, they did win those moments. There were times when the game was about runs. They went out there and played positively at those stages to win those moments. But here, those moments just didn't matter. It was just slumber.
Misfield allowed that strike to be rotated. Chandimal this time a little untidy. It was a difficult ball to handle. It was spinning away from him. So just 2 runs so far in the over. Ball to come. Sri Lanka need to finish well here. On the pads, gives Azhar an easy run. He's good in that area. So 3 in that over, 245 for 4. I'm sure if this pair continues for a little longer, Pakistan would be looking to finish the game an over or 2 earlier. Because stretching it to the 15th will really test them out.
And also, Ramesh, it's stayed much brighter than the 4 days before.
I have my sympathies with you, Russell. Yeah, it's unfortunately quite bright.
Yeah, the days before by 5:10, 5:15, light was always becoming a concern. But today it's straight bright as ever. And it's that time of the game, Ramesh, I'm losing my voice.
Angelo Matthews is once again holding up play because I think captain and the bowler probably are not on the same page. There's a little bit of discussion. Angelo Matthews wins that argument. Shot fine has been pushed back. Well, that's a beautiful drive. Misbah should come back for the second run and he makes it quite easily. What a lovely, graceful shot.
Now that was fired in by Herath. Because only 2 runs off the first 3 balls, he pushed the field further down, fearing a big hit.
That's been the Achilles heels of this defense for Sri Lanka, because they've not rated themselves, they've not backed themselves to challenge Pakistan. It's all been defensive and safety first, and what opposition will do to a certain line, and the tactics have been woefully bad.
To be honest, I expected a lot more from Rangana Herath attitude-wise. To me, in this Sri Lankan bowling attack, he's the key. He's the man who can attack, especially in conditions like these, use the rough, and his performances have said so.
Five from the over. Pakistan need less than 50 to win. They need exactly 47 to win. What a knock by Pakistan. This was supposed to be a dream for them. Target was 302, but they're chasing a dream here. 255 for 4. History-making effort. And take you to the end. It's going to be Ranjit Fernando and Waqar Yunus. No fighting, boys.
Don't you worry. 47 requires in 8 overs. Looking for 2, Misbah. Sri Lanka need wicket, Ranjit. Otherwise, it's looking very gloomy for them.
Yes, with 46 to win, wickets is certainly what Sri Lanka must be striving to get. But where would it come from? That's really the question, because the Pakistani batting has been very, very good. But at the same time, they've also taken advantage of the fact that the Sri Lankans really haven't been able to cover bases to pick up the catches, and also they've been bowling on both sides.
Same story here. Only 3 fielders closing to the bat. Others are right on the boundary. Singles are no issues, no problem. Pakistan only needs singles to win this game. They'll probably push it in the last couple of overs, when they probably get into maybe last 3 overs or 4 overs. But for the next 4 overs, it'll be singles. That should be the order here for Pakistan.
Also, I see that there's hardly any panic in the Pakistan batting. There was Misbah-ul Haq out in the middle. He's sort of holding control and sort of keeping Azhar Ali also on check. And they really realize that if they don't lose wickets by playing anything rash, they are going to be able to get through this quite easily. But I mean, you can't really blame Sri Lanka all the time. Rather, give Pakistan full credit for what they've done. Pulled away, just a single.
Really surprised by the crowd. Suddenly, crowd started building. We hardly had anyone here in the stadium for the last 4 days, and suddenly, I guess, technology works. A lot of people must have phoned around and asked them to come out. It's a free entry, and you will watch a game of your life.
So again, as I mentioned, all credit to Pakistan for being able to sort of get into this position, because then when I watched them at the nets or practices this morning, the enthusiasm that they had sort of made me feel, look, this is a side that is going all out to try and make a match of this, rather than mourn in the situation they were last evening. And they've really come up trumps. And that's the sort of enthusiasm and attitude, I think, which is so important in tight situations, and sort of people standing up and being counted when the chips are down.
Well, Pakistan had no choice. Pakistan won down in the series. They tried their best with the ball also, because Sri Lanka was in a serious negative frame of mind when they were batting. That's why Pakistan couldn't pick up early wickets. But must give credit to Pakistanis, the way they batted. Outstanding. Azhar Ali is just too good. Need 44 of 7.2. Very quiet. If Sri Lanka can get a wicket here, things can change. It's not that it's only Pakistan. They might not be able to, of course, win from here, but they can draw the game. But they need wicket.
Of course, I think really these are times which a batting side, when they suddenly realize that they can win, sort of that's the time the pressure mounts. Say when things are difficult, you sort of play, enjoy the batting and go on. But as soon as you find yourself in a position that you have to win, and if you haven't been winning all the time, then you try to think differently, and at times that's where you get into difficulty. So Sri Lanka have to try and exploit this situation. They have to get this wicket around.
That's gone for 4. Pick the gap, Azhar Ali on the last delivery of this over. Very handy boundary, smiles all around. It's 262 for 4. how good Azhar Ali played. He's on 88. He's rolling toward his 500. Room was there, and he tried earlier a few times. This time around, he timed it to perfection, right in the gap.
He certainly is going to be the toast of Pakistan, the manner in which he's played, because they came into that stage when things weren't looking rosy, but now he's having everyone cheering and hailing him. It's a shout for LBW, but Sri Lankans aren't convinced. It was stifled, the appeal.
Is disappointed, Misbah ul Haq, because that ball was there to be hit. It was a full toss, got a inside edge or got a bit of glove on it. Good straight delivery. No problem there. Fielders are all on the boundary. There's only one fielder, the slip fielder, which is Angelo Matthews. Others are all on the boundaries. I'm not sure what is the ploy on that. What are they looking to do? Not sure. They have to stop those singles. Pakistan need one big over. That's all they need. And that can come maybe in the last 3-4 overs. Pakistan don't need to take any risk right now. They only need 39.
Yes, with those gaping gaps all over. Now a few adjustments been made, bringing a few people, fielders into the ring area. Looking to save that single.
He's attacking Azhar Ali more than Misbah. But Azhar Ali is so well set that he's seeing the ball like football. He's looking to sweep, he's looking to reverse sweep. He drove the ball really well, he cut the ball well. Look at the strike rate. That's not Azhar Ali normally in his 40s, 50s, but he came out guns blazing today. It's getting a little dark here. The lights have started affecting more.
.37 to win. So yesterday we were told that play was called off at around 5:35.
Good field, very good field. Sri Lanka wants a miracle to happen. They want wicket. At the moment, both these batsmen are using their feet and pushing the ball in the gaps. Look at this session. 159's been scored of 28.5. That's amazing. That's highest of the series. And this partnership worth 80.
Misbah certainly not in any way ruffled. End of the over, 53 overs bowled, 267 for 4.
Are they going to carry on for another maybe 15? Are they going to finish these overs? Are they going to give Pakistan opportunity to get those runs if they can? There's a lot of questions will be raised. Inside edge, big inside edge.
Right?
What happened there? On the way when he was looking for a run, Misbah ul Haq has collided in Ranga. He's got injured him.
Would this mean there'll be a few moments taken? Might affect the light as well. But my hunch is there's going to be a twist somewhere here, Waka, and that might come in the form of a wicket and will probably make this more exciting.
The old tactics come into play. They're going to make it further delay. I hope it's not very bad. I hope he's okay. Everyone was more worried about the LBW shout, big inside edge, and nobody was worried what happened to Aringa there. Ooh, that might be painful.
It was certainly accidental. Sort of, he was just trying to get under that hand.
I'm sure the umpires are going to give some extra time to Pakistani batsmen to get through this if they can, because there's a lot of time being wasted. Couple of injuries, slow over rate. I'm sure umpires are keeping an eye on that. The main problem, or the major problem, is to the batsman who's facing. If they will say that they don't have a problem with playing in a little dark, I think we might have a complete overs. Still 5.5 overs remaining.
Azali, he's on 90 and he's now on strike. He's the man who probably might want to finish it off as quickly as possible. And that's probably a time when Sri Lanka might fancy their chances of picking up a wicket.
Azhar moved to 91. 33 required. It's run a ball from here on. 34 balls available to Pakistanis.
There are men all patrolling the boundaries.
That's 50 for Misbah. That's third consecutive 50 for Misbah-ul-Haq. Very useful, very important knock in the context of the game. Faced only 59 deliveries, 3 boundaries. Captain's knock.
How well he's played. So quite composed, always feeling in control. And I think that really is a great confidence booster to the batsman in the middle and to the dressing room.
Everyone on their feet.
Wait on.
32 of 32 deliveries. So Ranjit, you think there is a twist somewhere in the next 4 overs, 4.5 overs?
Believe me, Vaka, I'm hoping there would be one. For Sri Lanka's sake and also for excitement. I don't think you'll like the excitement.
No, I don't mind. I mean, we have seen enough excitement since this afternoon. They have given us real pleasure. Azhar Ali has given serious pleasure. Sarfraz played a superb knock. I think Pakistani, they deserve the applaud anyway, even if they don't win from here. The way they batted, the way they played, the way they took this game. One of these batsmen got to go and take a risk. They have to really get a big over from somewhere.
I don't really think that Misbah is too worried because every run they get, I think, sort of keeps them in contention. And that boundary is going to come at some point.
Whenever Misbah come to face, everyone moves back. They all go on the boundary. Last ball of the 54th over. Lovely Yorker. They'll still fetch a single. 54 gone. It's 272 for 4. Misbah ul Haq once again scoring his 50. This is his fourth 50 in this series. Captain has every time gone out there and rescued his team, and he's got 100 also in this series. So Pakistan need 30 of 30 deliveries.
How would Surangal Lakmal respond to this situation?
They're going to look for two here. Azhar Ali has turned. He's running for two and he's got it. Direct hit. Might have made the difference, but Azhar Ali was committed.
You have to take your chances running between wickets, because the fielders are down on the line, and when it's hit into an area where there's always a possibility of the second, this really is a time to take that risk.
Straight away the physio was running in because Lakmal got hit on the hand. The physio was looking to run in and try to treat him, but the umpires were very alert and he stopped him right on the boundary. He said, stay out there, be okay here, there's no problem here.
So every man is on the boundary. In fact, Matthews is also going down to the line. Could Misbah clear this, or they'll look for 2 runs? What's your guess, Awaka?
I think he'll look for 2. I think it's a bit early for him to just go over the top. Oh, Azhar Ali was again looking for 1 or 2. First ball of this over, that's how they ran to Azhar Ali. Just ran first one very hard, and that's how he managed to get 2. Direct hit, maybe Azhar Ali would have been tight, but it wasn't the case. 27 requires of 28 deliveries.
So a rather happy looking Pakistani dressing room.
That's a biggie. Is he gone for 4 or is he gone for 6? Just 1 bounce. That's too good. A brilliant hit by Azhar Ali, and he moves to 96.
Yes, the nervous 90 is not for Azhar Ali. He's certainly looking to try and finish this off as early as possible. Oh, heaved at that one and made good contact.
There are not many gaps available, but he picked that gap very nicely. All fielders are on the boundary. That's good cricket. Very good cricket from Azhar. He's running for 2. Run out chance here. And he's got the direct hit. And the on-field umpire has gone upstairs to check if Azhar Ali is a run out or not.
Azhar Ali thinks he's in, but it was a direct hit. See, Chandimal, who was down in the deep, thought he was short. Let's see what. Oh, he's well in. He's well in. He's well in. That's good running.
This over turning into a very good over for Pakistan. 9 already scored. Still 2 deliveries to be bowled. 21 required now. Suddenly the Pakistani camp started feeling better. They're all on their feet. That one gone through the cover. 2 more. That's the 100 for Azhar Ali. What a knock. When Pakistan needed the most, he went out there and got it. 133 deliveries. Brilliant knock.
Oh, what an innings this has been. And there you are. He's sort of celebrating, but the celebration is still not over. It's only a part of the job done. A great innings. This young man would be really the toast of Pakistan. Every one of them would be proud of him. Certainly played a magnificent innings so far.
Well, he's got few hundreds before that, but I think this one very special. If he can manage to make Pakistan win here, he will remember this forever. Beautiful hit to get that 100. Was looking for a boundary through that extra cover. Look at that. All the dressing room very happy. He's pumped up. The job's not done. Job's not over yet. Well plotted by the Sri Lankan camp too. Very similar stroke. And Misbah comfortably there for 2. That's the end of the over. 17 requires, 285 for 4. Angelo Matthews is not happy. Not only Angelo Matthews, I've seen Chandimal, Sangakkara, they're all going to the umpires asking for a bad light. Pakistan needs 17.
So the Sri Lankans had their quota of lapses, but I think you can't take anything away from the way the Pakistanis have played so far. They've decided that they were going to win this test match, and despite the rather difficult task that they were set, they've got themselves well on track and now just waiting for the finish.
I like the approach from the umpires. They feel that this game can finish. They're giving the opportunity to both teams. And that also brings a partnership of 100 between these two. 111 deliveries they've faced. What a match-winning effort from these two. Look at the strike rates. Misbah ul Haq 87.3. Azhar Ali 91.7. They're talking with their eyes. They know where the singles, where the twos are. Sri Lankans are still reluctant to bring the fielders in. They're all on the boundary. Singles are available. That's when in the air. It's not going to carry to mid-off.
So this is like fielding practice. The Sri Lankans are all on the line and those balls dropping short.
Played extremely well. Azhar Ali drove the ball well, swept the ball well. And look at that beautiful drive on the up. Little nudge on the onside. And what a hit that was. Just simply the best. Outstanding knock.
This partnership certainly has sealed Sri Lanka's fate.
It's a good ball. It's a good delivery. It's 1 for the over. Pakistan need 15. "21 deliveries to get 15. Look at the way Aranga moving. He's moving like a snail.
Umpire Ravi having a stern look, but Aranga quite unmoved, just walking back, taking his time. 15 runs to win off 21. This is going to be a historic win.
Crashed that one through cover. He's running for 2. And he's got it comfortable at the end.
Whatever Misbah does, he does it at his own time, but still gets home. So he has to make an effort. He's there quite comfortably.
there's no point bowling slowly or walking slowly back, because the umpires have decided they're going to complete this quota. Where did that go? It's not going to go for 4, but I'm sure there are a lot of 2s. Of course, singles are available.
Another good bit of fielding there by Kaushal Silva. He's been outstanding for Sri Lanka, despite this great Pakistan chase.
What is happening there? S. Ravi is having a word with Angelo Matthews. I'm sure it's about light. They're making it worse by having a chat and lingering it on, rather than they should get on with it and try to get a wicket here, because Pakistan is cruising at the moment. That's a good delivery. It's the end of the over. 290 for 4. Well, the umpires are pushing the fielders to get on with it. Get to your positions. Angelo Matthews been warned by umpire. He's wasting time. Any further delay and he will be punished with 5 runs penalty. Where did that go? Is that gone for 4? That's a beautiful hit. Moved inside the line of the ball and hit it very nicely towards square leg for 4. Misbah-ul Haq.
Heaved at that one and sort of hoping that it would clear, but again this time not really going all over.
They're all complaining. Well, Misbah is seeing the ball very nicely. He's not worried about the others. Tonked it beautifully. Right into the gap. Before they chased it, they were complaining. I think they're better off chasing it rather than complaining it. Azhar Ali running first one hard. 7 of 16.
So the chanting coming from the spectators, Pakistani supporters very much alive, but this has been a wonderful innings by the Pakistanis, this chase, and Azhar Ali and the captain, they are probably at the end.
That's the time when umpire warned Angelo Matthews and told him that if he do it one more time, he'll be penalized. Edge and taken. That's out. Azhar Ali has edge one to the wicketkeeper and he's running off. He's looking to save the time. Played superbly. Excellent knock. 103. Pakistan 295 for 5. He was looking for a big one. He was looking for 6. Big edge. Oh, he hit the stump also. And look at that stump. It moved, but it didn't go down. But there was definite edge, and then it hit the stump. So he's got to go. He's been given out. So there's no problem. The ball hitting the stump, bail going down or not. He had to go, so he's gone. Pakistan needs 7 of 2.3 overs. That's 15 deliveries.
So Shafiq's the man in. He'll be straight into the act. He's going to leave it to the captain. Now they need 6 of 14.
Lucknow to Misbah. They need one more wicket here. What about this shot? Is he going to fetch two? Asad Shafiq is running hard and he's got it at the end. I think he's home. Pakistan a stroke away from winning this historic game. Nobody thought at lunch break that Pakistan can challenge this total. Pakistan need 4 runs to win this one.
Again, just look at the running. Misbah has probably been on the field for a good part of the day. But he's not going to pull back at this stage. With the desperate dive.
4 required. Fielders are still on the boundary. Little nudge. He'll just take 1. He'll keep the strike. Pakistan need 3 of 2 overs. It's 299 for 5. Pulled it toward the fielder. He'll take 1. This might be the last over. 5 deliveries in this over. Pakistan need 2. If Sri Lanka wants to pull this back, they have to pick up a wicket or 2. At the moment, it's all Pakistan. Players are ready to run in. I'm sure they're going to run in. They're waiting for that moment. They worked hard for this. They were nowhere in this test match. What a comeback. Pakistan had very little time to get this 302.
Oh, that's a bye. And they'll run for everything now. Or anything. Now the score's level now.
Just on the bounce to Prasanna Jayawardene. Couldn't control that. And Misbah ul Haq was all ready for running. Okay, this might be the last ball. Misbah is ready. Aranga is ready. And we all ready. Just a little jab. Is that it? That's it. Pakistan got it. What a victory. What a victory. And he's the man. He's done it for Pakistan once again.
Oh, fitting reward for the captain, making the winning run. And what a fine innings this has been by him, staying to the end with the team, shepherding them through. And a historic win for Pakistan.
What a scene. That's outstanding. Players running in, hugs all over. Azhar Ali should be proud of himself. The entire team should be proud of themselves. The entire country should be proud of these boys. They have done a wonderful job today. What a great day for Pakistan.
It's a send-off for their coach, Dev Watmore. And say, when the day started, no one really would have expected this from Pakistan. They were confident, and I think they've taken it to the end and seen to it that they finished it off, squaring the series.
Since 2008, Pakistan, by winning this test match, that means they have not lost a single series at home. And this UAE is Pakistan's home. What a gift. He deserved that gift. They want more. 2 years of hard work. Just before leaving, he needed something like this. He needed that injection. Great energies out there. That's the man, Misbah ul Haq. Sri Lanka will be definitely down and out. They'll be very disappointed. But must give credit to all these boys.
There's many lessons to be learned by the Sri Lankans. They've sort of had their moments in this game, batted well in the first innings. It's just that they really didn't have that desire to win. And probably there was a draw very much on their minds right throughout. And that's probably what cost them the game. But this is a young team, the Sri Lankans, so they're going to learn out of it. And I'm sure they're going to be a stronger side as the future comes for them.
That's a big victory. Pakistan only had 59 overs to get this total. A mammoth total of 302. And thanks to Azhar Ali, the way he batted, Sarfraz Ahmed was superb. And to put the icing on the cake, it was this man, Misbah-ul Haq. Simply the best. He's made Pakistan proud over the years, and he's done it again. They all deserve it.
Disappointment for Angelo Matthews. The first time the Sri Lankans have conceded 300 runs in the fourth innings to lose a test match. And there you are. This is the man. Sort of, he's pumped up. Really, he's not a man with a great amount of emotion, but there you again, you see it in him.
Amazing calmness. Very rare you'll see him tempered. Look at the big smile. Look at that. I think that's he's giving a signal to Dave Watmore. He's saying, that's for you. There you go, the big hug. You can't ask for a better gift. Pakistan were almost out of this test match till the last day, last two sessions. Pakistan were given 59 overs to get to 302, and they've got there with 9 balls to spare. Couple of special knocks played by these Pakistanis. Azhar Ali was outstanding with 103. Sarfraz, I thought he made a big difference by getting 48 or 46, and then it was Misbah-ul Haq all over.
So the Sri Lankans, they tried hard, but again, I think their tactics was faulty at times. Lakmal picking up 3 wickets, and Iranga, Matthews, 1 each.
This summary will stay in the history now. We had some serious games in 2013, very close matches, but 2014 have started superbly for Pakistan.
So there you are. That is how this entire series panned out. The T20s shared, the ODI is going to Pakistan, and again the Test series shared. And I think it was done amidst a great deal of entertainment. So thank you for being in our company, and good night from the Sharjah Cricket Stadium.